Hey guys, it is Friday, August 25th. I am in DJ's house. Actually, I'm on the floor, and I just want to give us a quick update. Yesterday was so insane. It was probably one of the most stressful days of my life. I actually went and first of all, that morning I went to a few networking events, ribbon cutting, because I am going to be the chairman for the spring client chamber in October, I believe, or November after October. But anyway, so I wanted to start putting my face out there and start doing the things that I was supposed to be doing all year long, but I haven't been able to because of all the situation with the bankruptcy, the IRS, the scam. I mean, it was such a stressful year. And so yesterday, to keep the long story short, I was pressured and forced to signing some documents from the IRS because they said if I didn't comply, they're gonna charge me more and go for my whole, like, everything I got, basically. So I talked to my lawyer, and he advised me not to sign it, and that this was extortion, and that he was going to refer me to somebody else, and to keep finding lawyers that would do it for free. It just seemed like a whole process. Mr. Enrique is another gentleman I spoke to, which was Miss Susie's husband, that told me also, do not sign it. These people are wrong. They're just trying to close their books. They have a certain quota, all this other stuff. They're overcharging you. You didn't do anything wrong. You have all the receipts. You have all the documentation. I was reading the report, and I'm going to save everything because this is going to be a good testimony. I am going to save all the phone calls, the reports that they gave me, the corrected and the new report. The corrected report and the original report, how they're charging me 40% penalties, all this other stuff. It was such a hot mess. And then I don't want to go into details, but bottom line was, at last minute, like at 4:59, I signed the papers because I said they needed to know by 5 p.m. what they were going to do. And the thing about was that IRS agent that I was working with, his manager didn't want to budge, didn't want to negotiate, we didn't want to lower the rate. I was trying to explain my situation, didn't have an opportunity to find representation. Like, there was just so many things, and it was just a hot mess. I mean, right now I'm fine, but I was bawling, crying, so stressed out. I mean, I remember the IRS showed up to my house, I think 3 times, summoning me to court, and pounding, scaring the crap out of me. I was going through so much hell this past few months, all at the same time. And then what else? There's a hurricane coming. Actually, it's coming tonight, and so that's why I'm at DJ's. I was getting some bottled waters and everything, and I signed the documents. And it's funny because I started noticing my phone was going off the hook. I got calls from the IRS agent, and text messages asking me if I'm okay. And then my audit agent also called me, asking me if I'm okay, and then also sent me a text message this morning and sent me an email asking if I'm okay. And here's my thing. If I was really, why would they be concerned if I'm okay? Because, I mean, I have never heard of an auditor or audit representative checking on the person unless they feel guilty of some sort, because they know they were wrong. They overcharged me. They basically said that my business, I was not trying to run my business for profit, that I was just basically using my business as a tax advantage so I could get tax write-off, because I made a lot of money 2014, 2015, 2016, and I was using it so I didn't have to pay taxes. Even though I left my corporate job in October 2016. And one of the things that they said, that I was using my business for religious activities. And yes, I have scriptures on my business, my websites, and my business cards and everything, but that's because it's a Christian business. It doesn't mean it's not a business. And so there's just a lot of things, and I even saved the text messages and the reports, because one day when I am well off, I am going to go after the system. not them, but the system, because those people who can't defend themselves, who don't have the means to defend themselves, they deal with this all the time, where they're the innocent ones, but then they have to pay because the IRS or this audit representative needs to close their books and meet the quota. I know how the system works. It's just not the battle. See, they might win this battle, but I will win this war, because this battle isn't just about this one particular case. I'm going to use this as a prime example, for the world to see that our system is messed up. Our system is wrong in so many levels. There's no checks and balances, and the government has given the IRS so much power, and I guarantee that I am not the first person they've done this to. And they're picking on the wrong people, and the ones that are getting away with it are the ones who should be penalized. But because they have the money and they can afford right representation and a good lawyer, they're the ones who's getting away with so much. And we, the ones who are actually working hard, trying our best to make a living, are the ones suffering. So it's funny, because I spoke with, except the real lawyer, because I use Legal Shield, and my license, I guess the guy who I was talking with is only, my law firm is in New Jersey, they're not in Texas. So he said he was going to give me a referral for Houston. Anyway, bottom line is, he told me, don't sign it, this is extortion, and he was just like, this is so bad. He said, even if you don't have a lawyer, the judge is going to take your side. You are going to win this case. But I told him, I was like, look, he said, I know you're bleeding already, you just want to stop the bleeding. I said, yes. I said, I am so tired and so exhausted. And that's exactly what I put in a text message, both to the IRS agent who's been harassing me, and to the audit representative who's been pressuring me to sign the paper so they could close the books in the system. So it's just a messed up thing. But I just wanted to record this and document this, because this is so important. And I don't know how God's going to get the glory out of this. But when I signed those papers and I scanned it and I prayed over it, and I told God, Lord, you're my vindicator, you're my divine justice, you're going to do what it is that is necessary to recompense me for everything that I've gone through this season. And that's where I'm at right now. I'm still in a healing process, and the reason why I know this is because when I talk about it, it still brings back memories, and I cry. But on one of these days, this pain will just be a little memory, and I can't wait to get to that position where I can truly help those who have gone through situations like this, and actually help them defend themselves, especially if they're innocent, because I was innocent. Anyways, I will keep you guys posted, and I can't wait to talk to you guys again next time. I just want to encourage you all, if you are watching this right now, whether it's social media, YouTube, or someone shared it with you via email, I just want to encourage you, sometimes it seems like you're not winning in a natural, meaning like it seems like you keep losing, but I guarantee you that, yeah, you can win many, many battles, but if you don't give up, if you persevere, you keep trusting God, and you keep doing your thing, one of these days you're going to get yourself in a position where you are going to win, and you're going to win more battles and more battles and more battles and more battles. Remember, don't despise small beginnings. Don't despise the valleys, because it's those valleys that's preparing you for your mountaintops. And once you get to that mountaintop, you can look back, and this is the problem with people. Like, once they get to the mountaintops, they forget what it was to feel during those valleys, and sometimes they need a reality check, that they need to get back to being a human being and start treating people the way they want to be treated. Now, mind you, there are people who abuse the systems, and yes, I agree. Those people should be penalized. Those people should receive the maximum penalty because they broke the law, or they did something completely unethical or illegal. I get that. But when you have someone like me, who did not break the law, who has proper documentation, who has invested, and can prove it, that they've invested time, money, and resources for everything to run a business, like, call it a spade a spade. This is, it's just funny, and I can't wait for that day to hold up this IRS paper, said that my business, that I wasn't running a business, that I was doing it for religious activities and personal pleasure. And I was just trying to take advantage of the system. I can't wait when I become a millionaire, which I'm still shooting for this year, 2017, okay? To hold this piece of paper to the IRS and be like I said, I was dealing with a lot of crap with the scam, your audits, the IRS audits, and the bankruptcy, okay? Dealing with all these lawyers, just getting myself mentally, emotionally, and physically healthy again. I didn't have time to focus on my business. But now that I've actually had time to focus on business because y'all are gone, like you guys have left me alone and stopped harassing me, then I got results. So back off. And then I'm going to take them back to court, and I'm going to want a reconsideration for what they said. And not only are they going to give me back the money that I paid and what they said I owe, but I'm also going to ask for punitive damages because what they did was horrifying, and they need to learn a valuable lesson. You don't do that to people. You don't. You do not do that to people. You don't pressure them to signing something that they don't want to sign if they don't feel comfortable just because you have a quota. Okay? You just don't do that. That's the ugly side of the IRS. It's funny because I look back, I'm like, I am seeing the ugly side of so many things, and I'm now part of a board for the school. And I'm seeing the ugly side of this education system based on what they're telling me, what's wrong with the system and how it works in Texas. And I'm sure it works in the rest of the country. But I have a really, really big task to expose the ugly side, period. I mean, really, it's just insane how much I know. It's ridiculous. Sometimes it's a blessing and it's a curse because you know too much, you're not ignorant, and you can't just turn the other cheek because you know the system and you know how they're screwing people over. Anyways, I'll stop now and get off my tangent. All right, God bless you guys. Talk to you guys later. Bye.